What's up, guys? This is former Rookie of the Year, All-Pro and two-time Pro Bowl running back Clint Portis, and you are listening to the Benched Podcast.
Welcome to the Bench Podcast. My name is Joey, joined as always by my brother and co-host Angel. Happy last Sunday of September.
Yeah, it's getting colder out there. Holiday season coming up. It's almost Halloween time, so you see a lot of the pumpkins out already. And football's getting good. Football was weird today. But
I'm making a decision this year.
Here we go.
To give Halloween a chance.
Oh.
I'm going to give Halloween a chance, even though I do not like it.
It's a wonderful time of year.
For the sake of my kids.
Yeah.
And for the show, because I think with you idiots, I think we're going to make a big deal of Halloween.
Oh, we're going to have some fun.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun.
Over at Producer Jess, double barrel action. Gabe Tovar. I had some funny way to introduce him today. I totally forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, we did talk about that.
Registered Packer owner Gabe Tovar and 605 and a good day, AJ Woodson.
What up?
How you doing, boys?
What do you mean it's getting cooler, man? Monday, 94. Tuesday, 102.
Okay.
Wednesday, 103. Thursday, 96. Friday, 98.
SoCal, baby.
It's been cooler than what it has been, and obviously there's a heat wave. You ever heard of heat waves, man? God. Jeez.
Every time we get a heat wave, too,
boys.
it's like, oh, this is the peak before it's going to start getting cool. And we get another one.
I hate the heat.
Yeah.
I hate it.
And then joining us every Sunday in the guest chair, Terrell Thorogood.
What's up,
What up,
with the
what up?
Trojans gear today.
Yes, sir. USC.
Always have the Trojan on.
How the Trojans doing?
Trojans are doing well.
Did you guys win Saturday?
Yeah.
Which play?
Oh, you guys came back.
what-
Yeah.
yeah.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Good team. It was a good
Dang,
game.
the Badgers?
Yeah.
The home of Braylon Allen? Wow.
Yeah, SC was down.
The house that Braylon built? Episode 164 today for Monday, September 29th, 2024, or September 30th. I think I'm wrong on that, actually. One of those dates, though. That's the date we're living in.
the
Yeah.
30th. Yeah.
On today's episode, we're going to get to the news, benchies, and Ball Don't Lie. And then if you are looking for a Monday night preview for the doubleheader, you can find that on the channel as well. Watch it after you watch the episode.
Yeah.
Maybe even after you comment on this episode. And share with a friend.
And try to be nice, too, please. Just one nice comment.
People are generally nice, unless we go after their favorite player, which is understandable.
We should follow up on that. Let's see how that let's see how that turned out, huh? Jets fans.
If you
Go back to that video now and comment.
see, this is why people get. This is why. See what you're doing? You're making yourself.
I didn't do that. Garrett Wilson did
If
it.
you're watching here on YouTube, welcome to the show.
He did nothing. Hi.
Subscribe, turn on notifications, and welcome to all of you new subscribers. As we are on the slow march now to 1,000 subscribers on the page.
Yeah.
And special thanks to all you guys who watch this and allow us to do this. Also, if you're listening on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Amazon Music, thank you for joining the audio version of the podcast. So are you saying it after I say audio?
Yes, it's done. After you say audio, I'm going to say audio.
So it's a
done.
call and
No,
response.
that's a weird place to
That's
stop.
weird. Yeah, you
You got to wait till I make the whole
podcast.
statement.
Y'all are just driving
No.
me crazy
Listen,
with
no,
this.
because you listen. You got to get it right. Let's do it right.
There we go.
If you're listening to, damn it. Thanks for listening to the app. Oh God.
Here we go.
If you're listening on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Amazon Music, thanks for listening to the audio version of the podcast.
Audio.
There you
it
go.
is.
So podcast is your word or whatever.
That's your word.
We
That's
got
your,
it. We
that's your
got it.
trigger.
Gotcha.
And share that with a friend as well. That, of course, is brought to you by the Fans First Sports Network. So thank them for all those commercials. And then if you're on Instagram, X, and TikTok, follow the show between the show on all those different platforms. Highlights, clips from the show, rankings, Greg's favorites. Which, by the way, 3-0 this week.
Hey,
Greg's
Gregory.
heating up.
Amazing.
3-0.
People some money.
5-1 the last 2 weeks. So if you want to go make some money, go check out Greg's, or sorry, what's it called? Friar's Favorites.
And then you could just claim it, because if someone doesn't know about it, you can say, "Yeah, I've been on a heater, but just Greg. Greg's been making people money."
Yeah.
Good
I
for
mean,
him.
if someone does compliment your heater, please give credit to the show. It
Yeah.
helps us gain followers.
A little bit.
And then check out benchshow.com, home of the Bench Beat, articles on fandom, fantasy, and all things NFL. All right, guys, I got something today that I haven't gotten into for a couple weeks. Let's do famous birthdays as we wrap up September. At 39 years old, Mr. T-Pain. Favorite T-Pain song? Yeah, there it is.
There's so many good ones.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's
I like the bartender. There's some bangers.
That's
too.
the one.
Did you guys watch that little lounge live thing he did?
I did not.
Actually, pretty good singer.
couple years ago.
No, like
Was it this year? Oh.
last year.
Was it summer in Wisconsin?
But What?
Nice.
You know
That's
that
a
word?
T-Pain lyric.
No, I don't know that one.
He rhymed mansion with Wisconsin.
Only an artist can do that. A true
I didn't know
artist.
what you were gonna say there.
I honestly thought I was wrong. I was like, did I get it wrong?
No, that's
Okay, I'd be impressed if you guys know who this is, but you'll know the movie that she's from because we all know it and worship it. Happy birthday, Lacey Chabert.
Oh, dude. Mean Girls,
yeah.
man.
41 years old.
That is Gretchen Wheeler.
absolutely.
Honestly, of all the Mean Girls, that was mine.
Oh, absolutely.
That was mine.
Absolutely.
I'll take Rachel McAdams. That's okay.
I'll take the ones you don't want.
Rachel McAdams, she had me the rest of my life, but at that moment, yeah.
Who's the one? Never mind.
Fun fact, she is the original voice of Meg on Family Guy.
Really?
I guess that's
Okay, Gabe, chill with the...
It's getting too
Fun.
Who's the one that tells the weather with?
her breasts. I'm telling you, they're all great.
No, that's a quality movie.
Happy 25th birthday to the Dick Man himself, Landon Dickerson.
Hey.
I remember
This could've
going
been
to
an
that
easier
draft. I was convinced that the Packers were going to sign him. So
He
so
just
going to
looks
draft
Green
him.
Bay Packer.
And so I kept telling Gabe, you're going to get the Dick Man. You're going to get the Dick Man. Then the Eagles drafted him, and now we have the Dick Man. Highest paid guard in the league.
Nice.
So not bad.
Solid
All right,
guard.
let's get to the benchies. All right, week number 4. We're handing out benchies. I'll get us started. The Death, Taxes, and the Kansas City Chiefs Award goes to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
No Pacheco, no Hollywood Brown, no Rashee Rice, no effing problem. The Chiefs are 4-0.
Incredible. Ridiculous and incredible. My award goes to how the fuck did this happen and we get a win. Bo Nix, 60 yards passing, 1 passing touchdown, beat the Jets 10-9. I don't know how it happened. I don't want to understand it. Football was weird sometimes.
Just like Sean drew it
Yeah,
up.
Sean Payton cooking up 60 yards,
I
baby.
like it.
Let's go.
When he hit 60, Sean's like,
Stop!
I have them. No, he was like, I have them right where I want them.
That's it. 60's all we need.
Terrell, what you got?
I got the award for Remember Me. Play the video here.
Oh, God. Who is...
This is Aaron Jones returning to Green Bay, leading the skull chant there in Green Bay, and he tore it up today.
Don't look, Gabe.
22 carries, 93 yards, 4 catches, 46 yards. He went off today back in Green Bay, so he took it to him.
They give him 26 touches.
I think we will definitely get into that Packers-Vikings game at some point here.
Yes.
Producer's desk, what you got?
Yes, sir. I have the Arthur Smith We Hardly Knew Ye Award. Raheem Morris is dropping some bombs today. On a day where Bijan Robinson had 7 carries for 28 yards. Drake London went 6 for 64. Kyle Pitts put up a big old 0. Raheem Morris says it's about going out there and winning the game. Stats are for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff.
Stats for losers. Whatever.
We thought, Atlanta Falcons fantasy owners, we thought it was over. It's still going.
AJ, you got to get your stuff out of the Falcons business.
I don't know about that.
That's taking years off your life.
It really has.
What you got, Gabe?
I got the respect benchy to the Packers coaching staff for meeting Aaron Jones on the 50-yard line before the game to congratulate him on success and give him a hug. And Aaron Jones also didn't get a touchdown today, but got his Lambeau leap and the W at the end of the game, which, oddly enough, as a Packer fan, I enjoyed watching.
Nice.
So good for you.
Angel, you're impressed that the coaching staff met Aaron Jones at the half of the way of the field.
Yeah.
And shook their hand.
Yeah, that never happens.
The whole coaching staff.
Sorry, the whole coaching staff.
Like everyone, the trainers, everyone met him on the 50-yard line for the game.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Packers, they're good guys.
Yeah, Aaron
we
Jones,
got-
man.
We're gonna talk about
for
it.
you.
We're gonna
Good
talk
for
about
you.
it.
Yeah.
Let's pace ourselves
Yeah,
here.
yeah, good for you.
I have the Stupider Than Kamala Award. Goes to Shane Steichen.
Yikes.
Quarterback Anthony Richardson limped off the field, returned 2 plays later, only to have stupid Shane call a quarterback run immediately and re-injure himself and be lost for the game with a hip injury. Let's start to think here, Shane.
Yeah, that's Shane. That was stupid. He was like limping on the field. Quarterback draw. Let's do it.
You know what's crazy?
They'll never suspect it.
For 3 weeks, we're like, please run him. And just one time, we're like, do not run him.
Do not run him.
Do not run him. Let's do a sweep.
Yeah.
Let's get a sweep here.
Yeah. I got
Freaking
one
idiot.
more. It's the Will Levis Award for stupidest player or stupidest person in the NFL. Since Will Levis, at time of recording, hasn't played yet, it goes to Nathaniel Hackett, offensive coordinator for the Jets. What a awesome game plan. Let's give all our good players the least amount of touches and make everyone just pissed off. Make 5 false start. I can't stand this guy. The game plan was so bad to not beat the Broncos that when you're so lopsided, it's just a bad game plan, and Hackett strikes again.
You take every opportunity you can.
He's an idiot. He's an
Every
idiot.
opportunity
He just
you
won the
get.
Will Levis Award for the biggest moron.
That's a prestigious award.
Yeah.
Anyone else got one?
Turn into a weekly award.
All right, those are the benchies for week number 4. Always fun, guys. Always a good time.
Yeah.
To go at those awards. Please look for the mail to receive your benchie. This segment is brought to you by UltimateAutographs.com. Have you ever wanted to own your very own piece of signed memorabilia? For most, the dream of collecting NFL memorabilia seems distant because of high cost. But UltimateAutographs.com has created an easy way to start collecting: live breaks. Live breaks are events where a host opens up boxes of memorabilia live and gives you a shot to win authentic sports memorabilia for a fraction of the cost. Here's how it works. First, dive into the action by buying a spot. If you use our code BENCHME15, that's BENCHME15, you'll receive 15% off your first live break entry. Then, just pick what type of memorabilia you'll want to win and secure it with a simple payment. Now you're in the game. Next, get ready for the main event. Watch the excitement unfold live. Be part of the anticipation as we prepare to reveal what's hidden in each box. Finally, here comes the moment you've been waiting for. If the piece we unveil matches your spot, victory. That piece of history is now yours to keep. So, are you ready to join the excitement? Secure your spot, tune in live, and let the fun begin. Don't forget, use our code BENCHME15, that's BENCHME15, to receive 15% off your first live break entry, and good luck. Okay, let's get into the news. All right, the news is brought to you by UltimateAutographs.com. Go get yourself a jersey, signed helmet, all the different things they have. Go check them out. That's UltimateAutographs.com. Of course, use our code for 50% off your first live break entry.
I'm sorry, was that 50%?
15.
Still good. Still good.
Really?
I am signing up now.
That's incredible.
I'll be right back.
Jaguars head coach Doug Pederson was surprised when he was asked about his job status today after a loss and dropping to 0-4. He says, that's kind of a strange question, but okay.
It's kind of a strange question. I've won one game out of the last 10, and they're
Well, okay, yeah, you're right. He should not be surprised by it. It's a terrible acting job by him. That's why we're talking about it.
really me.
But
This Doug
we're
Pederson?
gonna respect Dougie P on this show. You understand me?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's Super Bowl winning head coach of Philadelphia Eagles.
I don't know.
But yeah, he's gonna lose his job very soon. Right?
He's gone, so.
He's about to be really surprised then. If he doesn't see this question coming, when they actually fire him, he's about to be like, "What the hell?"
He's not going to leave the facility.
He gets another job next year.
You know where he should go?
Back to Philly.
Back to Philly.
I take him.
Yeah.
Doug Peterson's a great coordinator. He might be obviously great head coach. He's won a Super Bowl, but I don't.
I take him, but we're probably gonna get Belichick.
Yeah. But Doug Peterson, if he were to get fired, he would get a head
Right
coaching
away?
job. Yeah, probably. He's won a champion. He won a Super Bowl, obviously. Trevor Lawrence thing might be just a weird.
Yeah, how many coaches is Trevor Lawrence gonna stack up, Terrell?
I don't know. He might have more coaches than wins.
According to his
contract.
contract.
In the last couple years.
Infinity Gauntlet of coaches?
Yeah,
Man.
coaches. I mean, for Doug Peterson, maybe to save his job, is it time for McCorkle to step in? Mac Jones? Is it time for? Him?
Yeah, but I guarantee he does not have permission to do that.
You know what?
You're not taking Trevor Lawrence off the field.
Trevor Lawrence fans gonna say, "Well, he had 2 touchdowns today and no picks." Well, you guys keep losing now.
I don't even know what to do with stats anymore because he's just terrible at every stat you look at. Yeah. Like he isn't good anywhere. Not to say Doug Peterson's blameless here. I'm sure whatever he deserves to lose his job if you're gonna lose that many games.
Yeah.
But I'm hanging a lot of this on Trevor Lawrence. 20 and 33 as a starter.
That's not great.
20 and 33 as a starter.
And they paid him what, top 5 in quarterback play?
They sure
quarterback
did.
paid money. That's great. I mean, Jaguars are just continue to Jaguar. They just can't get it right. They signed this guy so fast.
Trevor Lawrence, I don't know how long it goes on, but it's going to be worse than Daniel Jones.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it'll be worse because he'll probably stay at the start for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
And you could see the 3 head coaches coming in and out and just, this guy's going to fix, Trevor Lawrence. This guy's going to fix Trevor Lawrence.
All right. The Chiefs fear that wide receiver Rashee Rice is gone to a torn ACL, season-ending. Andy Reid said that they will have an MRI in the morning or this morning, so you probably heard this news by now. But the team is fearing the worst. Rashee Rice most likely gone. Weapons-wise, they are depleted. Pacheco gone. Yep. Hollywood obviously broke his chest.
Yeah.
Rashee Rice now gone.
Yeah.
How many of these injuries can they sustain?
They won today, and I don't know how. And AJ was saying it earlier. It's true. It's annoying that they still win because you should be losing. It's like that meme from Breaking Bad. Like, you can't get away with this. Like, they keep on winning.
They just keep winning.
They're 4-0.
And you might not like the way it looks when they're winning.
Ugly.
But they're just winning. And this is what they did last year.
Yep.
Which is supposed to be their down year. Me and Angel were talking before because we thought we were going to talk about the Bills in a second. Actually, can I get a game update in a second here? But we were thinking this might be the Bills' season to jump all over the division. But Chiefs are still 4-0.
Just 4-0, just fine. Their leading rusher today was Kareem Hunt. Just off of his couch. It's just they just make it work with whoever. As long as you have Andy Reid and Mahomes, they're just gonna win. It's crazy.
Let's talk about it now because now starting running back, a mixture of Carson Steele, who I haven't seen it yet, Kareem Hunt off the couch, Samaje Perine doing okay things.
Old man stuff.
And then the receiver room. Like, thank God they were stacked to start the season, or else where would they be now?
Yeah.
But now, I mean, their starting worthy now has to step up.
Kelsey had its first good game of the season.
He has to.
He has to.
There's no more saving Kelsey.
Hey, buddy, sorry.
Yeah.
Hope we enjoyed you 3 weeks off because we need you now.
We need you. I mean, who else? Juju Smith-Schuster got real time right away.
Yeah, and then Watson, 84. They have guys that've been around, and then we're gonna see Sky Moore and Hardman. We're gonna see them, and even though they suck, is Tony signed? Watching me? No, he's on the Browns.
Yeah.
That's why they're 1-3.
Perfect.
They need to go. This is a clear spot for. They need to be aggressive at the deadline.
So let's talk about receivers available at the deadline. We talked about last show, so we know Devontae Adams isn't going there because the Raiders aren't trading him to the Chiefs.
And I don't think T. Higgins is either.
I don't think the Bengals would trade someone there either.
Yeah.
And so take those guys off the table. Christian Kirk, someone who's been mentioned.
Yeah.
As a possibility. Cortland Sutton, someone mentioned. But that's also an individual, so maybe that didn't happen either.
Yeah.
What receiver is going to go here to save them? I don't know if there's one available.
And
D-Hop, but he's ancient.
D-Hop, Lockett, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Seahawks are,
if they want to just flip but they're.
I don't know why the Seahawks would do that.
Yeah, they're good right now, so they're gonna have to overpay for somebody or just make it work. See what I don't know what to think about this team.
I don't know what his contract looks like, but what about Amari Cooper? Getting him out of
He probably wants out so bad.
out of Cleveland.
That could be a thing. And that would be very annoying because he would be wide open all the time.
Yeah.
And,
He'd
find him.
be the slant god.
That'd
sure.
probably
Put
be the
something
most
together.
believable one I'd heard so far.
Amari.
Is Amari Cooper and Christian Kirk. Those two guys, I could see it happening.
Yeah.
Or they could just do another Kadarius Toney type trade where they go get someone that maybe is not on our radar as far as a wide receiver one.
Yeah.
But just help in the wide receiver room.
Yeah, there's.
Not sure who that would be, but
I'm sure Josh Gordon's available.
they have to do something, right?
Yeah, I don't know if my belief
because
should.
Rashee's gone for the year.
Yeah, if not a very big portion of the year, the whole season.
He's gone for the year.
They immediately ruled him out. So okay, he's done.
I mean, torn ACL, he's gone for the year.
Yeah. Yes. What? Yes.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were trying to hold out hope.
No. I'm saying if he does come back, it'll be deep in the playoffs. If he ever does come back, I'm saying, but he probably won't because his ACL's. They ruled him out so quickly. They need to it'd be easy to just become a ground and pound game, but they just lost freaking Pacheco.
Yeah.
It might be easier to get a running game going than it is to get a wideout room going. See what I'm saying?
Can we check on their schedule? I want to see what their schedule's like because I don't know. And I'm thinking about it now. How are they going to score?
I don't. It's someone's gonna have to score touchdowns there. I don't know who it's gonna be. Unless Kelsey has another incredible year.
What's the okay? So who is coming back? Pacheco's coming back eventually.
He for sure, yeah, at some point.
In what, 2 months?
Yeah.
I think they said
let's
it's about 8 weeks, so
Yeah.
week 10.
So and then any receivers coming back? No.
So Hollywood Brown is for sure not at all.
It's not 100%, but it's been it's kind of like if he comes back, it's going to be the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So you can't say he's coming back to a period that you don't know if you're going to be there yet.
Damn.
But it's the Chiefs.
So let's look at the next 8 games.
Okay, so week 5 they are home against New Orleans.
That's a tough game.
Been tough, yeah.
It's a tough game. You want to call it? I don't.
I don't want to call it. I just want to see the schedules.
And then week 6 is a bye. Week 7 at San Francisco.
Eh.
Week 8 at Vegas. then home Tampa Bay, home Denver, at Buffalo, at Carolina. That's week 12, that Carolina game.
Kind of up and down.
Winnable games.
Games.
I don't want to say they're in trouble because they're 4-0. If they can go, what?
Are they now the only undefeated
500?
team in the NFL?
No.
We got the Seahawks tonight.
Seahawks. Seahawks tonight.
Aren't the Vikings 4-0?
Vikings 4-0.
Vikings 4-0.
Talk about that
Isn't
later,
there
too.
one more?
The Steelers just lost today. That was the 3 last.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I kind of believe in that they're gonna do it. I don't know what's gonna look like.
All right, that's the news. Let's take a quick break and let's get into Monday's segment, Ball Don't Lie. Be right back. This segment is brought to you by Dad Gang Hats. Dad Gang makes the highest quality hats in the apparel industry because they use premium materials, pay close attention to detail, and prioritize durability and comfort. With so many styles, colors, and designs, they absolutely have the right hat for you and the dad in your life. Use code BENCHED76826. That's BENCHD 76826 for 15% off your first purchase. Shop Dad Gang Hats, quality hats for quality dads. All right, let's get into it. Ball Don't Lie for Monday, week number 4. Angel, get it started.
Yeah, ball don't lie. Joe Flacco still has it, and this is the best case scenario for the Colts. Look, now I'm not gonna say what I really want to say.
I want you to say it because I want to flip the table.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
That's why I said I'm not.
All right.
It's the best case
Thank you for
scenario
saving
though,
the table,
because a guy like Anthony Richardson, who had this team 1-2, right, wasn't playing great.
Yeah.
Most teams don't have this. I know the Packers just did this. Have a guy who's been there before, and Joe Flacco today tore it up. Two passing touchdowns, operated the offense the way it was supposed to be operated, and beat a good Pittsburgh team. It's so like, what's it called? Like, it must be so refreshing for the Colts that, yeah, we can lose Richardson as many games as possible, whatever, because we still have Flacco here. But Richardson needs to know, like, his job needs to be on the line at some point. There has to be some pressure on him. I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but there needs to be some pressure on him. Like, hey, this guy behind you, Joe Flacco, he can really take this starting job, and
Nobody was thinking
no,
that.
he can really take this starting job, and they can win games. I think he needs that. I think he needs some kind of competition because right now, all offseason it was like, it's Richardson's job for sure, whatever, 100%. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's good for him to have, Flacco can actually do this and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers at home when they're not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I understand what you're saying. I completely disagree with you. I don't think he needs that. I don't think he should have
he's
that.
not playing. He didn't play
3 for 4 for 71 yards, 3 rushes, 24 yards. He was playing great for
on the season, Joe. He wasn't. And
I'm just saying, though, he's playing great. I think there's no reason to be like, yeah, you should probably threaten his job. I think this is going to take time. And we need to wait, and no one wants to wait on quarterbacks anymore. But you have to.
I didn't say bench. I'm just saying he needs to feel a little fire under, like he needs this guy to be like, yeah. If I
Why? Like, what do you think that's going to do? That's not happening already.
Because he's not today 3 for 4. Obviously, that's a great start. But like on the season, they were 1-2. They were underperforming as a total offense as a team.
Yeah.
That's not crazy to say. I'm just saying like he needs to like if you could have someone in the back where like if you're not playing well and they could just put someone in and then he wins, he beats Pittsburgh Steelers. That's when you're like, oh shit, if I don't get it together, and the NFL's not gonna wait. I mean, coaches don't wait 5 or 6 years for quarterbacks. Head coaches don't have that kind of leeway.
I think this organization made that decision when they drafted him. You knew he wasn't ready. You knew he was raw. You knew it would take time. And so I think to now be like, well, if you don't win right away, if you're not the guy to bring us to the Super Bowl right away, someone could always take your job. I just think that would be like, well, why did you draft Anthony Richardson then? Because that's not – you should have drafted someone more ready and maybe a little higher. I mean, Terrell, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean he's always been a project quarterback, and I don't think Joe Flacco's the guy to light the fire under him. I mean he's definitely they brought Joe Flacco in to do what he did just now, right? Anthony Richardson gets injured often. That's Gardner Minshew was there too his last year. He's someone who gets hurt. You're gonna throw him in there, help him out. But I think Joe Flacco's a good mentor quarterback, but he doesn't need that right now. He's the project quarterback. Give him the reps, let him play.
Yeah,
I just thought of a scenario where that would work, though. If it was another young quarterback. If he was RG3 with a Kirk Cousins back there, then it's like, okay, I'm okay. I could see that maybe happening. It happened kind of on accident.
Remember, I said it's not going to happen. I'm saying this is nice.
Right.
For him,
I'm not
though.
saying it's not going to. I'm saying it shouldn't happen. I'm saying like that shouldn't be the plan. I don't know. What do you guys think of the producer's desk? Should they be having someone putting some pressure on AR's job.
Well, I saw something interesting today. Said it kind of freaked me out a little bit because he got hurt, and I didn't know if this was like an injury report tweet, but it said, my opinion, Anthony Richardson has taken his last snap as the starting quarterback this season, and not based on injury.
Yeah, you got to imagine Colts fans are feeling that way.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to ride with this guy on his up and downs. I don't want him to learn on the job on my team. I want a guy who's going to win right now. You go in and you see Flacco, and don't be confused. Flacco is still Joe Flacco. He can come in, have a game like this. That's not your answer if you want to go win a Super Bowl.
Yo, that's comeback player of the year.
Yeah, exactly. Even he didn't like that award. Gabe, what do you think?
No, I was gonna say I think we have to remember too the number of games he has like under his belt right now. We give quarterbacks a lot longer of a leash that have a lot more games than he has right now. So Angel could be right. Maybe he does need someone like that, but I think you're also right too, where I don't think less reps is more for him. I think more reps is more for him at this point.
Either way, he is hurt again and has a hip flexor. Sounded like he could have gotten back in, but I think against this Steelers defense that was just starting to tee off a little bit, I think they kind of waved the white flag in this one and kind of let's live for another day here. But let's just see how this goes.
Yeah, let's not get. He should be the starter, but it's just nice. It's nice for Colts fans too to know like if this guy who's often hurt, we have this guy that's bad quarterback.
Absolutely,
yeah. So it's a win-win for the Colts, honestly. Like it. Most teams don't have that. Look at the Dolphins right now. They're struggling to find anyone to just operate their offense. Flacco comes in with a resume and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers today, the league's best defense. That's pretty impressive. And then if this hip flexor thing moves on, or Richardson's been a little bit hurt, it's nice to have. It's nice to see it just like two different quarterbacks go in and the head coach adjusting immediately.
Yeah. Also, they don't need to rush him back. No. Like you still have a shot at the playoffs. Yeah. You'll still have all of that by letting Flacco have a game or two here and there.
Yeah. I mean, they're 2-2 right now. That's within striking distance of a lot of things.
All right, ball don't lie. The Vikings are the best team in the NFC, better than the Lions, better than the Eagles, better than the Niners, and today handled the Green Bay Packers. Now, the final score is 31-29. If you saw that, you would thought, what are you talking about handled? 22 of those points scored in the fourth quarter. It's obvious what happened here. They let their guard down. The Packers are still a really good team that you cannot let your guard down against. They put up, 22 points in a flash. But when this game was being played in the same intensity on both sides, the Vikings looked like the much better team.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a lot about Sam Darnold. Before we move that fast to them, Brian Flores is cooking right now.
Yeah. He might be the biggest douchebag in football, but he is
absolutely cooking right now.
Yeah, he's fun. That defense is phenomenal. They're like, I don't even know if they're 4-3 or 3-4. They're so versatile, and everyone can blitz. Everyone's on the line all the time.
Yeah.
And it's gone against good offenses. Not like it's been against a bunch of scrub offenses.
Minnesota now 4-0, leading the NFC North. Let's look at today's game, how it went. Sam Darnold did ball out again, 275, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. God. The resurrection continues of Sam Darnold, former number 2 overall pick. Yeah. So number two is the place.
3, I think.
Is it 3?
I
hope it's number 2.
Was that the Saquon Barkley year?
No,
Baker
I thought
Mayfield?
that was the. I thought he went.
We
2.
have the internet.
Pretty sure.
No, we're just gonna guess. We're trying to remember it.
Let's just look at the ceiling.
Let's try to remember where we were 5 years ago.
The ceiling gives it to us. Either way, Sam Darnold's balling out. 20
Number
for
3.
28.
Third pick.
Okay. Aaron Jones, 22 carries, 93 yards, and then also helped out in the passing game today, 4 carries, 46. Jefferson looked good. Looked like Jefferson. Jordan Addison. I'm telling you.
When he's not asleep.
When he's not asleep at the wheel or whatever else he does in the offseason. In the offseason, just lock this kid up. Yeah. Just put him somewhere safe.
No, don't give him a car.
But it's a full complement of weapons. They don't have Hawkinson back yet. This is my best team in the NFC. They have the quarterback. I think they have the best coach in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
I am all about the Vikings.
Yeah, they're dominant against good teams. They play their style of ball. They feed they don't overthink it. Hey, let's get Justin Jefferson involved right away. Let's get him. And then Aaron Jones is good. Hawkinson, when he comes back, whatever he gives you this season, he'll be a little banged up. But that defense is carrying them, and long term, I don't know what you do with McCarthy. I don't know what you do with Sam Darnold. I'm glad
I forgot about
I'm
JJ
glad
McCarthy.
I'm not the GM there because I don't know what to do. You just drafted McCarthy, the first-round quarterback, yet you have this guy, Sam Darnold, who might be MVP front runner right now.
Now, this is the situation that you were with Anthony Richardson. Now, if McCarthy comes back and they give him a chance to the starter, he is on notice because Darnold, like I've mentioned before, is younger than Joe Burrow. Can absolutely still be a franchise quarterback.
It's crazy. It's the best situation to have, but also like the worst situation to have because like you can only play one of them. Obviously, one has the draft capital, the other one is just a free 1-year deal. But then how much do you sign Sam Darnold for per year, and how long is it? Do you wait for you just redshirt McCarthy for like 3 years? You just Jordan Love him until
this might be oversimplifying it. I think you go to Kevin O'Connell, you get his opinion, and you do whatever you think that you should do.
Yeah.
Like I think that you take this completely out of a GM's hand. You trust Kevin O'Connell enough. He's had no Diddy hands on both of these guys.
yeah, hands on.
And I think you just trust what he says. Sam Darnold, first quarterback in Vikings history to post a 100-plus passer rating in each of the team's first 4 games, tying the longest streak among all quarterbacks since 1970. Terrell, are they the best team in the NFC?
Yeah, they're the best team in the NFC. I mean, the quarterback situation, you gotta keep Sam Darnold in there. Yeah. I mean, he was brought in to be the bridge quarterback, but he's playing so well. This looks like a Russell Wilson, Matt Flynn situation in reverse. This is kind of interesting. Look, JJ McCarthy wasn't wow in college, so I think you can sit him. I think you can sit him for 3-4 years. See what Sam Darnold does. He's leading the league in touchdown passes. Keep him in there. I don't know why you have to rush JJ McCarthy onto the field when he's like Anthony Richardson. He's another project quarterback. Let him sit. Let him sit for 3 or 4 years. You got Sam Darnold 1 year. Sign him to a 2 or 3 year extension.
Yep.
And let him be the guy for a few years.
I mean, there's no chance McCarthy gets a shot at the starting job if Darnold plays like this all year, right? Darnold's just the guy.
Yeah. Good luck moving him. Good luck getting that locker room to back this whole thing up.
Yep.
It reminds me of when Ryan Fitzpatrick had the Dolphins rolling, and then they put Tua in there. Remember?
Yeah.
Or no, right? Remember that? What was it? 3 years ago, whatever. And it's interesting, but this year though, the Vikings team this year, it's hard to argue. We saw the Bills get rocked Sunday night, so that kind of takes them off the pedestal.
The Vikings are the best team in the NFL.
The Vikings are a good team.
Bridge quarterback is the new NFL rehabilitation system.
Yeah.
Like, look at the Baker Mayfield, Geno Smith, and now Sam Darnold. We get a new one every year.
Yeah. Coaching matters, man.
Matters.
It just matters. Like, how is Sam Darnold just floating around the NFL? How is Baker Mayfield just available?
Free.
Yep.
You can have this guy if you want him.
They're both and now they're both like, oh, you guys are both the kind of franchise
Geno
guys.
Smith, the same thing.
Carson Wentz next.
No.
I think so.
No.
He's the only one left.
The Dolphins need to make a call and go bring Carson back in.
I would believe this trend if like Will Levis in 5 years becomes the starter.
Well, I mean, even like Jared Goff. Jared Goff wasn't the plan in Detroit. They were the picks were the plan, and then now Goff's the guy.
Goes to Ben Johnson, all of a sudden, like, oh, he's.
It's all about these first round talents, so you know they are talented. Just being paired with the right head coach.
Let's quickly try to predict the next.
It's got to be someone who's a starter.
Let's call him the Golden Bachelor.
Okay, it's the guy who's been bouncing around from team to team.
Bachelor?
It's not Mitch. Mitch Trubisky's.
No, we've tried that.
Yeah, we've tried
that. It has to be a high draft pick. This is going to be kind of hard to do on the spot.
Like a first round pick.
A high draft pick who kind of flamed out. I'm going to go with.
You know who? Well, he sucks too, though. Drew Lock. I mean, that's a.
No.
Knicks. Look. You never know. I'm just throwing out guys.
We know for sure.
This just tells you how hard it is.
It's hard to predict it because, like, okay, they have to be talented physically and then get with the right team, the right situation. So I was like, it's hard. Yeah.
Side note on this point, condolences to Gabe. Tough loss today, but Jordan Love played, I think, pretty well. 389.
He's definitely still hurt though.
389, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I don't think you should have played him in the first place. I think you should have just kept with what was working for now. Yeah. Let Love wait. You lost the game anyway, so now it's a worst case scenario. But I any concern here for the Packers? I have zero.
No, the Packers look good. I mean, you should have kept Malik Willis another week. I mean, he might be on the list of guys who you might get another shot at it.
Oh, right, yeah, it's a good one.
I'll tell you the biggest problem with.
Is it Will Levis? Hold on, is it Will Levis one day?
God no,
jeez,
showing up somewhere like, oh, is Will Levis actually good?
No, well, it's definitely not what Titans.
Also, it wasn't a first round pick.
Oh, you're right. What you got, Gabe?
No, I was just saying, just going to the Packers. The real problem with Green Bay right now is the special teams.
Yeah,
the special teams coming in from last year. That's the biggest problem. And
they scored 7 points in 3 quarters. It's bigger than special teams today, right?
No, but I'm saying it's carried over since last year.
Okay.
They fixed the defense up somewhat. The offense is greater, but the special teams continues to be a problem for us. And going back to your quarterback questions, what about Mac Jones?
Yeah.
That's it.
Trey Lance. Another guy.
No, God.
Another guy talented. It didn't work.
But he got with Big Mike and it didn't work. Big Mike's a quarterback guru.
I'm saying that's
He
another guy
made
too.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Here's a little obvious one. Deshaun Watson.
I don't know.
No, he's literally the opposite.
You can't suck.
We tried doing that.
I mean, the new coat. I don't know.
No, he's in a new system.
Yeah,
He's in a
yeah.
new team. He's in a brand new team. And he's
That situation's bad
It's
over
Carson
there.
Wentz.
I think so.
Stop with
Carson
that.
Wentz.
It's
Stop.
Mac
Carson.
It's Mac Jones.
Okay. Who's more likely to throw a touchdown pass first? Oh shit! I shouldn't say Drew Lock. I'll say Drew Lock or Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz did it before.
Drew Lock.
No,
I don't know.
no. I'm
Drew Lock,
saying
I
like I'm
guess, I don't
just saying it's just. I think that they're both kind of the same player.
It's a
at
fun
this point.
conversation, though, for sure.
Like who's ass but thinks that could be good.
Oh, it's 100% Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, I guarantee you still believes like if I just get a shot,
and he's seeing this happen
just
over
crack
and
the
over.
door
Or how about this one? How about this one? Lawrence goes to another team. Is there any chance that he becomes the guy we all think he is?
that would be interesting.
That'd be interesting.
That would just be like I don't know.
That has to happen in like 4 years when his contract goes up because he's there a long time.
Yeah.
He's gonna piss people off for a very
Oh,
long time.
Sam Howell.
Sam Howell. You know what? Sam Howell's not actually not a bad one. Sam Howell's not a bad one.
We got Joe.
Going to that 2018 draft, looking all the way back.
Yeah.
These quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson is this?
It's now. Look at that picture now.
Look at that. That's the 2018
Greatest
draft.
quarterback class ever.
Yeah. I mean, at least in the last 5 years.
That's pretty good. Sam Darnold's a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
Because 2018 was 5 years ago.
All right, we should.
Yeah, we should move on.
We gave the Vikings enough here.
Yeah.
He said the last 5 years, 2018.
2018.
We got.
Ball don't lie. Bronco fans gonna hate me. The jury's still out on Bo Nix. If you watch, okay, look, you can
Get him.
listen.
I think that's being nice.
Yeah, the jury's still out. Bronco fans, let me ask you a question. Do you watch the games? Do you see the offense? Do you really think, give this guy 2 years in the system, he's about to be Aaron Rodgers? He's about to be
God.
Patrick. He's not. He's not. I don't see the tools where it's just lateral. It's horizontal passing. Sean Payton takes no chances because he doesn't want to be wrong. On the season, 1 touchdown, 4 picks. I don't see as right now a franchise quarterback.
Read this gunslinger stats today.
Okay, today 12 for 25, 1 touchdown. Stop! I can't
I'm gonna read the
Stop.
stats. God.
12 for 25, 1 touchdown, 60 yards. 60 yards.
Dang, cooking.
And a win. Somehow they won.
And they all went to the
All
same
went to
guy.
Portland.
And all the yards went to one guy. It's just, it's not sustainable, this offense, for a franchise quarterback. It's not, you don't even see flashes where he's like, oh, he's operating off it. He's going down the field. He's, whatever. It's just, it's more coaching than it is Bo Nix. I'm not sold on him at all, really.
Yeah. When do we ask the question, like, was Sean Payton an upgrade offensively over Nathaniel Hackett? Because so far, what I've seen, neither of them can develop a quarterback.
I was going to say, today's game didn't really answer that question.
Yeah, neither of them can develop a quarterback. Is Sean Payton really this great upgrade? Because when are we going to see it?
I mean, we could look back at last year. He definitely made Russell Wilson look a lot better than Nathaniel Hackett did. So last year he did pretty well. Bo Nix is his guy, and he's not making him look great. I mean, I put a lot of 2.0s out there. I said RG3 2.0 with Jayden Daniels, Purple People 2.0. This might be Tebow time 2.0 with Bo Nix. And you're sitting back. The defense is playing
Incredible.
The defense is playing lights out right now.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there going, all right, get to the fourth quarter. Bo Nix is going to make a play late in the game. I don't know. He's just not. We heard so much. He's this accurate quarterback. He's not that accurate. I mean, some of these plays he has. His touchdown pass to Cortland Sutton. You had to trust Cortland Sutton to make a crazy catch in the back of the end zone when he's wide open.
Yeah.
That should have been just a drop in the bucket. He should have been. Why is he falling out of bounds? We got to go to the replay. Did he barely catch a wide open pass? I don't know. He's not.
We heard accurate. We heard NFL ready. We heard sneaky athletic. I haven't seen any of these
He had
things.
5 carries for 3 yards.
He just doesn't look very good. Doesn't look like he should be the starter. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's another guy behind him that should have taken his job. But I'm giddy that Sean Payton has married himself to this guy because I'm out on Sean Payton. I'm out on his attitude. I'm out on his snarkiness to the media, like it's their fault after the game.
To ask questions.
I'm out on him being the smartest guy in the room. I could think of, if I made a list, I guarantee I could think of at least 10 coaches I'd rather put with a young quarterback than Sean Payton.
Yeah, it's Sean Payton's. He's interesting because he's like this is his guy, and this guy might get him fired. Or I don't know who lasts longer, Bo Nix or Sean Payton. But
Good question.
It's just
That is a good question.
this guy was supposed to. I think he did better with Russell Wilson. That's not even that's like stats wise, he's better with Russell
The
Wilson.
guy he ran out of town?
And everyone thinks that Russell Wilson, it's
The guy he ran out of town and talked crap about after he left town?
just
God, I'm done with this guy.
No, so in the years that he was retired, he was on the herd once a week, once every 2 weeks, and it's just I know more than you.
Yep.
I know more than anybody else that's in the NFL right now, and he's just a snarky, cocky, I'm the smartest guy in the room type of guy, and I don't think that's great for a young quarterback coming into the league.
I mean, you remember the draft where he's bragging about like, yeah, I was gonna sit back and take Knicks all the time. I tricked other people into trading. Just like, bro, just shut up.
Yeah.
What did he do today after the game?
Today somebody, one of the guys asked him, so who got the game ball because it's a win, so game balls go out. He's like, well, I don't think you guys need to know that. Why? What's the
hell is even that?
Try to protect his secrets.
What's the secrecy, Sean? It's just fucking game ball. What does it matter? Just it was Bo Nix. Oh, good. There you go.
Charlie, are you sick of this guy already?
No, I'm not done with Sean Payton. Look, he's brought structure to this team, which is good. So I don't know. I mean, I got to see him turn it around. But Bo Nix does have some flashes, and his teammates talk really highly of him. I think maybe when he might be a quarterback that next year is his jump. I think this year he plays okay. Denver might be a borderline playoff team this year, like on the outside looking in type playoff team, like they were last year. Maybe making a push in the last 5 games to try to get in, but I think next year might be his year where he turns the corner, sees all of these defenses. I give him a little bit of a pass because he's played some really tough defenses. I mean, the Steelers, the Seahawks, and the Jets in his first 4 games. So I give him a little bit of pass, but he still needs to play a little bit better.
At this rate, he'll have 7 touchdowns on the year. 8 touchdowns. I'm sorry, 8.
They're winning games.
That's gonna be the Broncos fans.
That's our update, Bo Nix.
Joe, your face as he said borderline playoffs.
I just think
I'm not saying.
Sure.
Our defense is great. I'm not at playoff team. I just don't trust this offense to be able to score when it needs to score.
I want to know how long Mr. Walmart
Yo.
sits there and says, I wrote a massive check for this idiot who came in here and told me he was going to turn around a franchise. And so far, we suck worse than before he got here.
Well, yeah.
Hey, but they're 2-2, and that's all the Bronco fans are going to come at us saying.
Yeah. It's just I hope fans realize, like, when you see him play, like, do you think that this guy is your future? That this guy threw for 60 yards today, and it was an ugly win, but that's not.
Let's also remember he played 18 years in college, and he's like 25, 26 years old.
Yeah, so let's give him 2 years. So he'll be 20,
some young cat.
So he'll be 28. Then he'll. I don't know. He's weird because he has all these stats. He goes to the NFL and it's just dump offs. It's just flat. He's the check down king.
Should we call out JB for saying we should trust Sean Payton with his decisions and his ability to turn around this quarterback?
No,
You can.
I'm not calling
because he was wrong, right? Like he was dead wrong.
So far, yeah.
Like I don't know JB's relationship with Sean Payton, but you were wrong to believe in this guy. I don't know. Like, if he doesn't have Drew Brees, what is Sean Payton? He sucked after he left. He sucked since he got to Denver. Like, I don't know where he's earned this trust.
Yeah, I could see him finishing the year the Broncos.
God,
Best case scenario, they're 500. That means, like, after Drew Brees left, he's a 500 head coach. Like, you can get those anywhere. You can go get, John Fox. He's a 500 coach. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just. But this is more about Bo Nix and me just not believing that he's going to develop into something that's like, because like you're seeing across the league, like, so you think he can go toe to toe with the Mahomes, with the Josh Allens, with with that kind of around the quarterback, like, and then no, we're not asking him to do that. One day he's going to have to do that, and I just don't see the steps where now he's that guy or now he can at least compete.
Anyone else have a?
Yeah, my ball don't lie is the opposite side of the football for Denver,
Ooh.
and that is ball don't lie. Vance Joseph said, "Put some respect on my name." I mean, the first 3 games of the season last year, giving up 500 yards a game, 70 points to the Dolphins, and he turned it around after that Thursday night game against Kansas City last year. I mean, they've got a really solid defense. I mean, their defense is top 3 in the NFL.
Fantastic.
This year. I mean, unbelievable. Second in yards allowed, second in sacks with 16. 5 today, 5 against the Jets, 7 last week against the Bucks. 13 points per game, 4th in passing yards. And Pat Surtain, he's putting together a Hall of Fame resume right now. I mean, 29 yards per game. Look at the receiver. I mean, DK Metcalf, 29 yards. George Pickens, 29 yards. Mike Evans, 17 yards. Garrett Wilson, 41 yards. He is the second coming of Champ Bailey in Denver. He is
I love this show.
a lockdown corner. The defense is unreal. I was surprised. Look, I already said it last week. Pump the brakes on Aaron Rodgers. Let's see how he does against some good defenses. He went. The Broncos came into town. That defense on the road. 7 points to Baker Mayfield last week. 9 points to Aaron Rodgers this week.
If Patrick Surtain doesn't get first team All Pro, I don't want to hear anything else. That's it. He's the best corner in football. It's not even. It's well. There's probably some good corners. No, but he is
Not
the
like
best.
that.
He's like 1A out of all the other ones.
Look at these guys take a victory lap after a 10-9 win.
No, I'm Patrick Surtain.
Defense looked good.
The Eagles took a victory lap after
Easy. We're not talking about the Eagles
after
here.
a borderline win against the Saints.
What's a
last week.
borderline win?
I don't know what a borderline win is. W's a W.
The same thing. The 10-9. The squeak
Let-
out win. But let's stay on.
I
stay
mean,
on the-
defensively, the Jets I think are not bad offensively. Like I don't think you shut down a crappy offense there.
They're top half.
I think they're really good. So holding them down like that, obviously commendable.
Yeah.
To me, just highlights the problem with that offense. Is Sean Payton the weak link in that team? God, I hate him.
It's not Surtain. Tell you that, dude.
Yeah, Surtain looks great. The defense looks great. I could name about maybe 3 to 6 guys in the defense. Like
no-name
defense. You know what I'm saying? They're just new. Like it's a newer.
Surtain's the
regime.
only first-round draft pick on that defense.
I mean, you lose Singleton last week. You lost Justin Simmons, who's balling out in Atlanta, and it's just working. So
We need Surtain to come hit that next level stardom so we can get that nickname going, that PS2.
Well, you
That's
know
the
why?
coolest
He-
we
nickname.
need to hear his voice.
He's
maybe.
so quiet. He
Yeah,
just
yeah.
just
Do
goes
a
up there.
commercial.
Yeah. Nah, he's all about he's all about the game, dog.
All right, you're gonna like this one, Terrell. Ball don't lie. The Jayden Daniels era in Washington is officially here.
Holy hell.
Washington is 3-1 and currently first in the NFC East. That is the Washington Commanders, the team that can't get their name right. The team where like they're giving away season tickets and no one was showing up to pregame. Jayden Daniels turned this thing around, man.
Yep.
He is absolutely balling out on the season. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception, 107 passer rating. Today he went what? Oh, God.
26 for 30, 233 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick.
And then added like 40-some yards on the ground as well. He's turning this whole thing around, like himself. Also, we need a lot of people owe Cliff Kingsbury a little apology as well.
Cool guy Cliff.
He's balling out as well.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I don't know what Robert Quinn does for this team, or whatever his name is,
Dan
Dan Quinn. Like, what? I don't know what he does all
He's a
week.
figurehead, man.
Yeah.
He's just Biden.
I don't know what he does all
old
week,
man.
but-
They roll out there for press conferences.
But Jayden Daniels is here. He's turning this thing around. I hope to God he stays healthy with that running style. But he's been really good. The thing everyone's talking about with him is the completion percentage. It's unbelievable what he's doing. Highest completion percentage in a 4-game span since the merger. He is with names like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. In fact, he's above those guys when it comes to their first 4 starts. He's absolutely incredible.
and those aren't even rookie. That's not saying those are
No.
like just 4-game in general.
In those years, Peyton Manning won the MVP and Tom Brady won an MVP as well. So in Tom Brady and Peyton Manning's MVP years, Jayden Daniels is better than them through the first 4 games.
Jayden Daniels balling. It's weird because there's no Caleb Williams. It all went to him, but Jayden Daniels had the track record. He had the awards and then
Heisman, he had the stats.
and then no one talked about him. And then now we're surprised. People are surprised that he's good. Not this show. We've been on this team for a while. Jayden Daniels is another year back. He might break all of Stroud's rookie records that he just set last year.
I mean, it's not quite like last year because Caleb Williams hasn't been Bryce Young bad.
Yeah.
But the number 2 overall pick looks like so far going to be at least the better rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
He's dealing with a lot less. You know, they trade Jahan Dotson away, which looks like an absolute steal, by the way.
Yeah.
They only have Terry McLaurin and a couple of younger receivers, De'Ami Brown, Luke McCaffrey.
Yeah.
You bring an old man, Austin Eckler, and then Brian Robinson, who isn't moving the needle for a lot of teams.
Yeah.
And Jayden Daniels is making it work, 3-1, with a defense that isn't good.
That's what good quarterbacks do. You see it a lot. They just make whatever's around them work. That's just so impressive for a young quarterback to go in there. Obviously, Terry McLaurin, I don't question him ever being good.
Yeah.
You question the rest of the roster.
Today, though, the lead receiver was not Terry McLaurin. It was Olamide Zaccheaus.
Yeah, and he was cast out from Philly, cast out from
Atlanta.
Yeah, and like he's just working here.
Well, one of us has believed in Jayden Daniels the most this
Yeah.
whole offseason. Terrell. Not surprised, I'm guessing?
Look, I already told you guys this. He's special. I already put the tag on him. RG3 2.0. Look, RG3 was the Heisman winner. Andrew Luck was the generational quarterback, and he came in rookie of the year. His rookie season, he came out balled out. Obviously, injuries. You know, hopefully the injury bug doesn't hit him like RG3 did.
Right.
The guy's special, and he's smooth. He's fun to watch. He's exciting, and look, I like that there's a quarterback out there who's got some splash, who's got that pizzazz and excitement. Because I was gonna go to the Patrick Mahomes, like looking at him, he looks kind of boring now. Like
He
Patrick
does.
Mahomes was fun and exciting, and I don't know, Jayden Daniels is that. To me, he's the new flashy, sexy player. He just comes out. He's just fun to watch. He's exciting. He's dazzling.
Hey man,
he's a little different.
He's a good-looking cat. I'll say that.
You had to get that in. Huh?
Sorry, I'm just. I'll give him credit.
He's different than, like, I can't think of another comp for him.
Yeah.
Like, he's small.
He's just like Lamar Jackson, but like aggressive about it.
No, because Lamar Jackson never threw like that,
That's
especially
true.
not in his first years.
Yeah, it's a good combo. The one knock
Like
though.
a completion percentage record. Lamar Jackson wasn't touching that.
Yeah,
I know.
He's just one of a kind. I mean, I really do. The one thing I do want him to do is just learn to slide. Not everything's. Stop diving. Stop. Just slide or get out of bounds.
I tell you what, he has the titanium knickknacks.
Yeah.
The first quarter, you see what he turned around and told the guys?
Yeah.
He said, you guys aren't fucking with me.
I love this kid. And this is exactly what Washington needed. The years of Snyder being a total asshole.
Damn it, they're going to beat us in Philly, aren't they?
Dude, they're a good team. And then imagine just 2 years from now when that becomes like a place to like go as a free agent. Where, you have
Imagine
this young
that,
guy.
Washington.
The streak continues. The NFC East, new champ every year.
I mean, we'll see, but yeah.
As it's going now.
AJ, I want a quick yes or no to this question, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If someone gave you a shot right now and they said, would you trade Jalen Hurts for
Yes.
Jayden Daniels right now?
Yes.
Oh my God. Gabe,
And that's not me being like drastic. We didn't love what we saw from Jalen Hurts last year. I'm not loving what I'm seeing from Jalen Hurts this year. Granted, we're down 2 receivers.
I don't spoil that. Yeah, just wait on that one. Gabe,
No.
question goes to you.
No. Hurts isn't exactly.
What's the last Eagle
He's
game
not
you've
the
watched?
problem in Philly.
I'm not
though.
saying he's the problem.
We even talked about this last week with
Let's
Philly.
wait. Let's wait on Jalen Hurts because that's my next one. I was asking about the Packers and Jordan Love.
Oh, I thought you. Sorry, I thought you were saying no. I'm keeping Love.
I know you're giving Nick.
Well, I don't know.
You're gonna kill me for saying Jalen Hurts, and then you're like,
Well, I mean, I don't think
no.
Jalen Hurts is the problem in Philly, though. I really don't.
I got one more. You guys have any more? All right, here's my last one. Ball don't lie. Jalen Hurts has a turnover problem, and the Eagles are not Super Bowl contenders until they fix it.
He really
There's
does.
no more excuses.
Yeah.
There's no more. You're turning the ball over too much, and
Every
it's a
game.
huge problem. I don't care who's missing. You could still take care of the ball.
Yep.
You could still be a game manager. You could still do that. Jalen Hurts in the last 22 games has 27 turnovers.
That's so bad.
He has a turnover in 9 straight games.
He's had several picks get called back because
he's
of penalties
missed
already
them.
this season.
The Eagles have forced a turnover on defense of 14 of the last 22 games. Pretty good by defense, right?
Yeah, pretty good.
14 of 22 games. They forced a turnover. Yet the Eagles have only won the turnover battle 4 times.
That's bad.
Because no matter how many times they're turning it over, our quarterback's giving it away more. I'm sick of it. No more excuses for this guy. Take care of the damn ball already.
Yeah.
wow.
I think it's honestly, it's on him too. I don't love the Kellen Moore I don't think that offense is smooth.
I'm not doing that for him. I'm not giving him another excuse.
No.
I don't care what he's calling.
No, I think it's both. But I think this guy needs you need a simpler offense. You don't need this spread offense where always you know what I'm saying, this should be a very simple offense for Hurts, so there's not that many chances to turn up. But yeah, Hurts says he holds the ball too long. He just sits in the pocket sometimes. He's not aggressive. And I know his demeanor is very calm. Sometimes that doesn't work for teams.
Calm.
It's too calm. That would sometimes you see the whole world's falling. He's just you need some
show some emotion, man. I'm a fan watching, like dedicating my day to watching you play.
Yeah.
You turn the ball over and you walk back to the sideline looking like you don't care.
Yeah,
show some emotion.
That's what it is.
Like I said, no A.J. Brown saying Devonta Smith actually missing 3 of the top 4 receivers. So there's obviously a weapons problem today. Lane Johnson also did not play in this game. So that would mean just to the average football fan that we are, let's give it to the guy we gave $12 million.
Yep.
Let's give it to Saquon Barkley. 10 carries today. 10 carries, 4 targets.
That's ridiculous. I didn't know it was 10 carries. I thought it was more than that.
And if people have looked back, and I've seen tweets where they try to give him the ball. Okay, but at the end of the day, he still had 10 carries.
At the end of the day, you need to just force feed it. Just we're running the ball this entire drive.
I don't understand. I don't understand. That's only Kellen Moore I will go to. Bro, Saquon's right there.
Yeah.
And you have Jahan Dotson, who hasn't done a damn thing since he came from Washington.
Yeah.
You have Johnny Wilson, who I'm done with that idiot. You just have a bunch of. It's why Saquon's right there. Give him the ball.
Yeah.
10 carries for 84 yards.
That's bad. Or he was trying to be a genius, saying everyone thinks we're gonna run it.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw the ball. That's
it was a very. I knew we were gonna. I didn't feel good about this game. I had a good idea we were gonna lose. Todd Bowles has absolutely owned Jalen Hurts his entire career.
This is good.
That's the thing. And so I didn't feel good about it, but I hate the way we lost.
Yeah.
I hate that we turned the ball over, that we didn't look like a competent football team. If we would have just looked outgunned, I could live with that.
Yeah.
But we just look like you don't have your shit together.
Yeah.
And you're not a Super Bowl contender. I'm not buying it anymore.
Yeah, Hurts is only I think the guy who's leading that category is obviously Will Levis because he's an idiot. But to be even the same conversation as Will Levis is you got to fix something. And I think this is a him problem too now because today they didn't have A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. This has been going on for a couple years. You need to fix this problem if you're trying to win a Super Bowl. You can't turn the ball over this much.
I'm sick of seeing a turnover every time I turn on the TV.
It's just crazy. It's just it's the league's best kept secret because no one talks about it. But they need
because I think when you have all those guys and a defense that's turned the ball over, and A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith who are going to cover a lot of your problems, I think me and A.J. have known about it because we follow the Eagles, but the rest of the league doesn't know about it because all you know is that they're winning games in Philly, so it must be just fine.
Yeah.
But now that look what happens when you take away those guys, that problem is highlighted.
Yeah.
I think being a game manager is such a misused and abused term in the NFL. It's a good thing to be able to manage the game well.
Yeah.
You cannot be a good quarterback if you cannot manage the game.
Yeah.
Even the best guys. Look at Patrick Mahomes. He is an elite game manager. He truly is now. He has been for a couple years. He's not just going out there lighting the world on fire. He's just winning football games.
Yeah.
Why? Because he takes care of the damn ball first and foremost.
Yeah, it's
Except for today.
Except for today.
Except for Dave, of course. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Jalen Hurts. The one thing holding that team's too talented to not be in the Super Bowl.
Eagles have a couple issues.
Yeah.
Okay, Jalen Hurts is definitely one of them. Coaching's a major issue.
Think
And I'm looking at you, Nick. It's just I'm starting to really question. I don't know if this guy can do it again.
I almost wish we didn't make it all the way to the Super Bowl that year because maybe we'd still have those quarterbacks.
I was going to ask you,
the
what was
only
Philly
reason.
doing different the Super Bowl year?
Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon.
Yep.
those are two head coaches of very good football teams. That's why.
So coaching. What I was saying. Hurts. Yeah, the turnover problem is an issue. I think Angel said it. You have to simplify it for him. And I think that's how you fix the lazy
I'm not looking at Kellen
fumbles
Moore. I
and
think
stuff.
Kellen Moore's done a great job. I think he's a really good job.
And it's hard to judge based on today. We were so depleted.
You
today.
can judge by the 10 carries for Saquon. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
But
That's
you
ridiculous.
can't really run the ball that much when you're down 28 points.
They were down 23-0, almost right
in the
after
first quarter.
that. But there's still a whole game left.
But I think
Throw him the ball.
I think for the game, we're not giving the Bucks enough credit. I mean,
Bucks look great.
yeah, they look nice. So I mean, I definitely Baker's playing pretty well. He was picking apart the defense, and he was staying patient in the pocket. And Vita Vea wrecked havoc today too as well. So you gotta give it to that
I love Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, you got to give it to that pass rush too of the Bucs. So it was a combination of both that Philly didn't play well, but the Bucs took it to them. I don't think we're giving them enough credit.
And for some reason, the Bucs play the Eagles really well.
They love seeing us on the schedule.
So do.
That's gonna be like a weird mental game if you guys face them in the playoffs.
Yep.
Oh, this team that always beats them for some reason, led by Baker Mayfield, is gonna. That's interesting. It's just interesting rivalry that came out of nowhere. But but you're right. The Hurts needs to. You can't win Super Bowls giving the ball up most in the NFL.
It's just too much now.
Yeah.
It's too much.
And your defense isn't doing too great. You can't put that pressure on your
I was
defense
going to say,
constantly.
Vic Fangio, I don't know about him yet. The defense starts so slow. It's almost like the old man needs a full quarter to realize that he's at a football game and put his glasses on and start coaching. Because what is happening? Like 23-0 before you could blink.
Yep.
Like, it just, I got a lot of issues with the Eagles.
That's on brand for Vic Fangio. His defenses are they're hit and miss in their years. Like Miami, they did okay. Chicago, he did fine. Denver was up and down with their defenses, each year. So you got two average coordinators, Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio. They're both middle of the pack, and I think the coach, with your head coach is below both of them. So I think today's game was more about I think the Bucs was more about the Bucs being just better than the Eagles.
Yeah, I think we never had a shot without A.J. Brown and all those Devontae. We were never going to win this game. It's just the way we lost.
Yeah.
Like, you can lose better than that without looking like a complete crap show.
Yeah, they need A.J. Brown more. Yeah, the offense just doesn't get going, and that's why superstars do. They elevate your quarterback or they help him. But Hurts looks a little bit. I don't know. He looks lost a little bit out there sometimes.
I don't know. I just don't think the Eagles are as good as advertised. I mean, they haven't looked.
They haven't been for a year and a half.
Yeah, I mean, they just haven't looked sharp at all this season. I mean, from the first game.
It's frustrating, though, because they can win. Like, you see, there's so much talent that they can beat the Packers in week 1 and not look great doing it. You could beat the Saints, who were absolutely rolling, and everyone was up on them. And you can beat teams like that because you have so much talent, but then you'll just get blown out to the Bucs. I don't care who you're missing. You don't get blown out to the Bucs. The Bucs are still the Bucs. Baker's playing fine. They're not a Super Bowl contender. They're still not. Like, it's just, you don't get bloated by that team.
You refuse to give the Bucs any flowers.
They're not going
I mean, is anybody really looking at the Bucs? This is a top 5 team in the NFL. I mean, we'll see Angels list.
Well, Bucs. I just think they're a good team, and
They're a playoff team. I think they're clearly the best team.
Definitely a playoff team.
I mean, we'll find out in the Thursday night game, but I think between them and Atlanta, but I still think they're the best team in that division.
Yeah. Before we let you guys go today, let's look around the league real quick, highlight a couple things. We talked about the Broncos, Jets, Vikings, Packers. Falcons beat the Saints. I thought that was a big divisional win.
Yep.
Kirk Cousins showed up.
Yep. I'm not sure if everyone else showed up. Kyle Pitts still on the bus, I think.
Andy Dalton did not end the Bengals this year. I thought Bengals looked pretty good offensively.
They better. It's the Panthers.
Still a hard thing defensively.
Yeah.
Getting up a lot to Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle.
Not great.
Continues. Texans beat the Jaguars. If the Jaguars would have beat the Texans, that would have really thrown a wrench into our "we hate T-Law" campaign.
No. Shot balled out.
Colts beat the Steelers. Any concern here for the Steelers?
No.
Any upside here for the Colts? Like, they're turning things around.
No, I think you just find out that Flacco still has it. So that's a nice. Obviously, you won. So
Don't look now, but the Bears may have figured this thing out.
well,
They win again.
good for them.
Okay. Yeah. Caleb Williams is playing better, not turning the ball over.
DeAndre Swift went off.
Swift went off in the ground and in the air.
Yeah.
So he was obviously feeling his job threatened.
Yep.
But Bears are looking a little better. Did you have something, Joe?
I was going to go back to the Steelers game. I think it. I don't think it closes the door on this QB conversation. I think Justin Fields does buy himself a little bit more time as the starter, but because he did make a comeback and he showed how he showed that he can make some plays, and when he has to now throw the football when you are down and your defense isn't in control of the game. So he did make some plays for the Steelers.
When that game was happening, I thought Russell Wilson doesn't bring this team back from where they were. Like, Justin Fields started really going into Superman mode, ended up with over 300 yards,
3 total touchdowns,
2 rushing touchdowns. Yep. Like, he really put his team on his back and almost led him back to a victory. So I think it's pretty securely his job as Russell Wilson continues to nurse the worst string calf of all time.
I have a theory that he's not really hurt.
Yeah.
I have a theory that they're just trying to save.
You and Cam Newton.
They're doing a classy move. Like, hey, we're not going to make it look like you're like hurt, or they're trying to trade him at the deadline and retain his value.
Browns not Browns. 49ers with not the full roster beat the Patriots. I think, yeah, of course.
That
But
got out of hand
good
pretty
on the
quick.
Niners.
Yeah, Niners surviving without CMC. And good on them.
Anyone watch the Raiders-Browns game?
Not a chance. That one, that was nap time.
Yeah, Raiders won, and it does not matter. And then tonight, let's finish with this. Ravens blow out the Bills, 35-10 at the end of the day. Everything we thought we knew about the NFL is apparently not true because
Ravens-
a team that is not in the top 10 anymore just beat a team that we all thought should be number 1.
Yep. It's
So good luck with your top 10 list because it's all fucked now.
I'm a fan of man. It took me a lot to get the Ravens off my list. Now, good luck keeping them off. I love when the Ravens are good. Football's better when the Ravens are good. And Derrick Henry finally went off. I mean, he went off.
Yeah, he waited to play my team in fantasy to do it. Piece of crap.
Yeah. Derrick
24 carries, 199 yards, and a touchdown.
Classic Henry game.
87-yard run, the third longest of his career.
He still got it. He still moves. He didn't look like he's moving fast.
He got in the open field, and no one gained ground on him.
What a
he still has it.
crazy dude. Yeah. Good on them. Bills, hiccup. I'm not worried.
You guys got anything? Yeah.
Yeah, so the Ravens, they join a group of 0-2 teams who are now at 500. Ravens, Broncos, Colts all started 0-2, now at 500. And then the teams that were 2-0 now at 500, Saints and Chargers. Who's the surprise? Who's the biggest surprise here to get back to 500? Is it?
It's gotta be Denver.
Denver. 2-0.
Yeah,
2-0.
surprised, but I kind of don't believe it. Like I still think they're a really terrible team.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was ready to put a fork in the Bengals.
Bengals weren't.
How bad the Bengals get?
No, they're 1 and
Bengals
Bengals
were
were 0-3.
They were
He's saying teams that were
teams that were
0-2.
0-2 that are now 500.
Or teams that were 2-0 and now 500.
Ravens, Colts, Broncos were 0-2 now at 500.
Yeah,
and then
Broncos.
Saints and Chargers were 2-0 now at 500. For me, it's the Saints.
I'm not surprised by the Saints. Derek Carr.
I mean, we were
Both teams kind of flew out of nowhere to be
You knew
good.
they couldn't keep that going.
But
all
we were
season.
all over the Saints in that after week 2.
Remember?
Everybody was like,
Yeah.
whoa, we put the Saints to beat the suck. And now we're like,
Tell you what, though.
so
Saints are a good team. That's a good team.
They're still a
Angels
good
still
team.
has
They're
it.
still a good team.
Yeah, they're not gonna win a Super Bowl, but they're better than we thought.
They're gonna throw a wrench in some teams' plans
You know
this
what?
year.
One thing I'll say about the Saints that's, I guess, watching this game was, why aren't there more Taysom Hills around the NFL?
There's only one of a kind.
I don't think a lot of guys are willing to do that.
It was surprising to me that he just plays all over the field on
Everything.
offense, and there's
Well, I think the answer is he went in the game with an injury designation, came out with a new injury.
He plays tight end, fullback, quarterback, wildcat, and running back.
It was a chest injury, and then he hurt his ribs today. That's why.
Tebow could have done it. Tebow could have been the man doing it too, but he was
Yeah, you gotta be willing to do it.
His pride.
And let's give him some flowers. You gotta be very athletic.
yeah,
Yeah,
you have to be
yeah.
very
Certain
he's
smart.
doing it for so long.
certain type of athlete too.
He's what,
Yeah.
34 years old now?
Yeah, you gotta be smart. You gotta be athletic. You gotta be coachable.
And never.
You gotta be sacrificial.
Yeah,
What?
What?
he's a white guy. Like it's
It has
random.
nothing to do with race.
It's random. No, it's random that he's like a jack of all
What
trades.
about like Cordero Patterson?
I didn't say anything about him. He's good too.
It's kind of the same.
It's just fun.
There was just no reason to introduce race to that conversation.
where he was
I don't know.
You're the problem with Twitter.
Real woke
You.
here.
No,
Angel.
it's just like
What?
Never mind. It's just I to me it's weird. I'm like I thought a white guy's doing this. He's like
Why is that
lasting this
weird?
long.
Oh, okay.
Because he's not like sneaky fast. He's actually fast. Like that. Like that's how like he's still like a good athlete and he's
We
older.
don't like Caitlin Clark being the star of the W.
Oh no, I was Caitlin. What? Caitlin, don't put Caitlin. I would love Caitlin Clark. Don't put Caitlin Clark in there.
Yeah, I didn't see the conversation going that way, but yeah, he's also white.
Yeah.
That's our show for today.
Major
Thanks
move.
so much for joining us for episode 163. Don't forget to check our Monday night preview doubleheader. Go check that out. We will see you Wednesday. Bye.
Peace.